Hello, this is Baldur Spirito, and this is the part 3 of the Trade Interdiction New Zealand guide. We're about to have our subs finished, and we're about to have our trade interdiction finished as well. Let's continue with mass assault here. And with the PP, we could potentially switch conscription law here, I think. Maybe make one more of these. We can even make 2 more of that. Yeah. I mean, let's garrison like our ports at least, so we're not too easy to invade. Oh, we also, by the way, got 2 light cruisers from UK. No, we're not gonna go back to early move. We can potentially use these to help with the raiding in like Central Atlantic Gap. Let's put them there. Alright, the submarine is here. So let's switch to this. And we could probably put like engine for like speed and max range. Stealth doesn't really matter, I think. Like with the current naval mechanics that don't really work properly. Spy steal from UK. And we have a sub 3 which we can send to raid like here. Now this is good for raiding like the Italian supply in Ethiopia. In most cases Italy doesn't actually try to defend here, but like if your enemy somehow tries to defend this, you can basically raid like all the way around Africa, because until it takes Suez, the Italian supply is gonna go like through this route. And Mozambique Channel is a small sea zone along that route, which is like, this is the easiest one to raid. You can even get some air superiority from Madagascar and stuff. So that's why I'm sending that there in case Italy tries to defend. Then you can basically supply service troops. For this, I'm gonna save it for 30-daying the land doctrine first. Probably don't need to train this anymore. For the next take, I think we finish decryption now, which we already had most of it done. And I also want radio at this point. I want to finish it before the war. Probably after decryption or after this. You could even do it after this. How many days does that take? Like 3 months? Yeah, that should be good enough. Okay, we have our first sub 4. I'll wait for like maybe 2 more because I wanna put like some good rating in Central Atlantic Gap. Now you only actually need 1 to detect, but you know, if your allies like are not supporting your rating, you may want like 2-3 submarines because they can sink the convoys faster. Although I'm not sure we can produce enough for that actually. Yeah, we probably cannot produce enough. I kind of want to raid the med as well. Now it probably won't be as effective when we are playing with AI, but if you have like a human friends, and like if Axis calls Italy in early, and when France is still alive, you can basically raid Italian supply into North Africa by raiding the med with the help of the French fleet. So it's a good idea to put some raids here as well. This actually is going to cost us political power, which is annoying. Is there a way to remove that later on? Doesn't look like it. Maybe I should have waited before I took this. This might give me enough additional slots for now, we'll see. Yeah, this can like last us a while, so maybe I could have waited a bit more until that because I kinda need more PP. I'm actually a bit short. I would ideally like to have like 450 so I can switch to total mob and take the naval maneuver guy. I'll probably have to take this later. Okay, the naval doctrine is finished. Do you have anything really important? I guess let's take the radio at this point. I mean, construction would be good as well. But we only have 4 factories building anyway, so construction is not as important as it would be in other nations. Get another sub. Let's put some raiding in the Venezuela route. We are actually mostly done with this build, but I will wait until the war. See if we can get any raiding against the AI. I actually don't play single player much, so I don't know if the AI is actually gonna trade with Venezuela or whatever. We'll see if we get any raiding done against AI. Let's raid here. I'll probably just save this for the land doctrine. By the way, one thing to mention, after we get the infantry combat with minus 0.4, you wanna upgrade your infantry templates, but I probably won't run the game that far. Okay, this is done, so let's switch that. And for the next thing, I think I'm just gonna ahead take the computing machine, because like I said before, decryption is important when you're raiding. What else? Don't really have like anything important at this point. Engineers maybe. I mean, we could like go for the inf equip too, I guess. We don't have really anything important, I think. Another way would be to start going for the super heavy, but that's like a really late game plan. Pretty optional. This game really needs a freaking minimap. Send it here. I will probably wanna start buying chromium soon. And the war is coming. I'll switch the conscription, and after enough PP I'll probably go total mobilization, or maybe just war economy, I'm not sure. I mean, it sort of depends, like, I guess, on your faction strategy. Like, if Raj or someone else is willing to garrison you, you don't really need the manpower, so you can just go total mobilization, which is what I would do, like, if I have a good team. But like, if you don't trust your teammates to defend you properly, maybe you just stay on war economy to get some more manpower for garrisoning yourself. Okay, now let's check like how our rating goes. Now as you see here, we have 900% equipment surface detection. So even in a region where you have basically no radar, no air superiority, you get 50% surface detection because of your superior equipment. This is why we went for the sub build, and here again we have a sub 4 here, which gives us 1300% more. So even in something like this, which is like a huge zone, where we have no radar and no air superiority, we can get 23.1% surface detection chance. We have 37 here, and we should have like really good, yeah. And of course, if you have human allies, you can ask them to put air on these regions as well. Then you're gonna raid much better. In the med, actually, in central med, we have more than 100% detection, and there is actually a naval fight there though. Let's see if we catch anything. We have pretty good rating in the channels. I wonder if Germany is actually buying from Venezuela. It's buying 24 oil. Doesn't look like he's buying from Venezuela, unfortunately. Probably we won't be able to see what's going on with that trading. Well, we are catching some Italian convoys. Might be some sort of supply convoy, or I'm not sure what's going through here. And basically we can put more and more raiding like where we want. Usually Bay of Biscay is hard to raid in an actual game because I mean, you can raid it until they take France, but after they take France they have very good air coverage in Bay of Biscay, so your navy will probably get wrecked here with naval bombers or even CAS. So you can only raid it like until France falls. After that, things like here are much safer to raid because the Axis air cannot reach it unless they allow like a Axis Spain to enter the war early or something like that. Yeah, anyway, I think this basically covers how to play Trade Interdiction New Zealand. You're basically, I mean, after this point, you're gonna have to follow the lead of your faction leader, but you can basically he can tell you like raid here, raid this, raid that, And in addition, like you can also tell like your allies what is happening as well. Like for example, if they're busy somewhere else, it's basically your job to watch like the raiding situation. So if you're catching, say, a lot of German convoys here because he's trading with Venezuela, you can like tell the UK, hey UK, I'm catching a lot of convoys here. Maybe you want to send some fast ships so we can sink them faster. You know, stuff like that. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. This was the Trade Interdiction New Zealand guide. See you.